Grrft wakes up crack of dawn, like clockwork.
You wake up at the crack of dawn, and there's this bong. Bong.
I grab the spear and run outside.
It's coming from the top of this tower up in the building.
I go over. I run into the building. Where's it coming from?
Up some stairs.
I run up the stairs. I mean, I don't even have my armor on, but I'm still moving.
Yeah, in a nightshirt.
Yeah. I run up the stairs.
You bust through this door at the top of the tower, and there's this great big system of like these turning wheels, these metal wheels going clickety 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 clickety, and there are these bells that have just finished their reverberations, and they're coming to a stop. And there's this old man with a corncob pipe, and he kind of turns around in his chair and looks at you. Good morning, eh?
In Dwarven?
No.
Okay.
Rhodes beard. What witchcraft is this?
Sorry if I scared you.
You a witch?
Probably scarf moving motion of bushkas.
He like backs out of the room with this.
Bye bye.
Goes down the stairs.
What a charming fellow. Don't smoke. While you're in town, if there's any buying or selling of things that you found,
all these things.
I do. I put on my armor, get ready to go around town. I go. Do you get up? Are you like sleeping in or something? You got fucked up.
Yeah, I'm cuddled up with my blanket, and I've got like 3 coffees on the table next to me.
I do a 17 survival to follow his tracks from where I left him to the.
it's across cobblestone, and there's one small creature.
Ah shit. Okay, I'll roll. I got like 17. It was like a 24.
Yeah, you saw him walk into a building.
Yeah, that's now I know. I go into that building, I find him. I'm like, whoa, you're alive.
Hey there.
What in the hell is that thing up there?
The
Bang, bang, bang! Some kind of wild rhythm.
the clock tower. Yeah, it tells the time, so people know when to wake up.
You know, when I wake up.
Yeah, and do other things, you know.
What do you mean?
There are probably also roosters, like in the distance.
No.
You can also hear it.
Where? That more coffee?
Yeah, you want
I don't
some?
need it.
Oh, okay.
I'm super awake now.
Oh,
Hey, where's Lumi? She probably, no, she with her mom, right?
yeah, she's in her house
Hey,
on the western
we got
side
like all
of town.
this stuff, right?
What?
We got all this stuff. Look at this box.
You got all this stuff, right?
Yeah, look at this. Oh,
Whoa!
we could give this to people. They give us stuff.
Yeah, you can exchange it for goods and services.
Yeah, right.
Or money.
Well, hang on. Is this a lady? We need to find someone who knows what this ring is, right? You said this is like somebody's symbol. We probably know
Maybe.
whose it is.
Might be
It's probably the lady.
Lady Argentia.
I don't really need to know them. That answered. I mean,
I heard like 2 things about them.
it's not gonna be someone else's.
I don't actually know.
Well, if she wants us to save her, then all of her stuff is ours. That's good stuff. Now, can we give this to someone, or do we have to like get more of the round things?
I don't. What?
Can we give these to people in exchange for stuff, or do we have to
If they
get
want them,
more
yeah.
round? Do we have to get more round things?
The thing is, everybody wants the round things. Not everybody wants the stuff that you can exchange for the round things. So you might as well just exchange the stuff for the round things, and then you can give the round things to anybody and get anything in return, if they have a thing.
I do a sense motive check to see what he just said. 18.
Or
Yeah.
you could do a linguistics check.
Yeah.
Get yourself.
That's pretty good. Okay.
19.
He looks good, but he gets it after a minute.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go get Lumi and then go do that. I want to go back. I want to go back in the snow.
Ooh. I could rest.
Ting ting. I like this. Yeah.
I think I'll be good in like 5 days. Give me a few days. Need to keep resting up, you know.
I'm gonna go get Lumi.
Lily walks in the door.
Whoa!
having been awoken by the bell and taken some time to
Hey,
adjust.
first, bring me, baby.
Hey, it's a Lumi.
Hey, I see you're still hurt.
Shh. Don't let your mama know.
Whoa, blue light.
Oh.
8 hit points.
Nice. Oh, I feel so good.
I get the sense maybe
What are we
that
doing
she's
still
being
here?
secretive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get good sense, Moto. She's being secretive.
Why is she being a secret? She's a powerful healer. Every tribe, every village needs a
She
healer.
might not want people to know that.
What? She would have an honored position.
Maybe she doesn't want to be tied down to that kind of role. I don't know.
What? People feed you. All you gotta do is heal people. That's the
Anyway,
cushiest job in the whole
what are we doing
village.
still here? Let's go back to the place.
We have all this stuff.
Pop out bed.
We have all this stuff.
Chug the rest of my coffees.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yourself.
that stuff. Seems to me like Lady Argentia. We didn't see any of the. None of the bodies were like a fine lady, were they? They're all
look like
soldiers.
they would be like bodyguards, yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of wearing the same outfits that
Yeah.
Yuln was.
So she was probably kidnapped, which makes sense. I still suspect that man that she turned down, but who knows? I don't recognize this signet, but I suspect it would be the Malison family. But we
It
could
makes sense to me.
take this over to Yuln and see what he thinks.
They put him up in the Counselor Ionia Tepin's house in they kind of made up a spare room for him. He comes out, he's got casts on his arms and all of his legs, and he waddles out wearing those, and he says, "You found her signet ring!"
I forgot. Use your sword. I forgot.
Tell him he can keep it. If you can use it to
He
save
says
the
you can keep
lady.
it. Wants us to use it to help save the lady. Thanks, Yuln.
And thank him for saving my life.
He says thanks for saving his life.
That was the breastplate of our captain. And I see you have his sword as well. I take it he did not survive.
He was frozen solid.
There was one of them. It breathed out icy wind and snow from its mouth. I do not know what kind of creature it was.
Was it big?
No, it was about the size of you. So it
Oh.
was one of the biggest ones. The others were about the size of my hand,
Oh wow.
but they fired their little arrows with devastating accuracy.
That sounds
Oh no.
terrifying and fascinating. I'll have to study it. From a distance, hopefully. I don't know how to break this to you. Some of the other men were zombies. Do you have any idea what would have caused that?
Zombies? No. I have no idea.
Huh. I wonder if one of them could cast necromantic spells or something.
One of the bandits was a spellcaster. He was a man with shaggy brown hair.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they left them there as a trap for whoever came after them. I wonder how he does magic. Maybe he would teach me. Anyway, that's all we have to report. Thanks for your help.
Be careful if you're going back. Those Fae are tricksters. They'll try all sorts of things to confuse you and lead you on into dangerous places. Be wary. I have to lie down. I have expended my dialogue for the day. Climbs back into bed. Door closes on sound.
Alright. We've got some stuff that we can exchange for little circles.
Ask her if there's somewhere we can exchange these for the round things.
Where do we sell stuff?
Probably the general store. Where
Let's
we
go
were
to the general.
yesterday.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go to the general store.
We go.
You guys go to the general store, and that lady is there again.
I just like the boxes onto the counter.
Were these by any chance recovered from the scene of that bandit attack?
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's all in our best interest to have people out there looking after the situation and taking care of things. And probably that noble lady will have some sort of reward for anyone who helps in that. So I suppose it would be my civic duty to buy these things from you, to make sure that you could properly afford to be outfitted for your journey to rescue her.
That's how I felt about it.
I like your philosophy.
You all seem like good people. I'll pay you the full value for all of these. Is there anything that you would like?
I hand you 110 gold. And then I hand you 110 gold. And then I have my 110 gold.
This is the most money I've ever had.
Hey, I hear that you keep the nice stuff in the back. Now we have all this gold now. Do we get to see it?
Actually, there is one thing. If this is all the gold that you have, then you still can't quite get there. But for 600 gold pieces, I have this arrow magnet, which is a magical device that you put out in the air and it attracts arrows to it for a short amount of time. So if a lot of people are shooting at you, it might be a one-use quick getaway from a really dangerous situation.
Oh, they did say that those little fays shot lots of arrows.
I can make a great juggling trick.
It is a small cube that when you activate it, it hovers 5 feet in the air, and any kind of projectile that goes within 5 feet of it turns into and hits the cube instead. The cube still takes damage from that. It is hardness 8, meaning that it ignores up to 8 damage at a time, but it only has 5 hit points. So if there's a lot of...
Probably from small arrows, that would be fine.
Yeah.
or smaller.
Tiny.
Tiny or diminutive.
And it is a one-time use, so you activate it in the air, and as soon as it's destroyed or anybody just like touches it, it is deactivated.
Okay, well, you don't have any scrolls, do you?
I don't. If you wanted magic stuff like that, then you'd have to go to Elder Sepharin, or I hear that old lady Theodora has some magic tucked away. Maybe you could find something from her.
She's been holding out on me. Well, I'm not interested in buying anything. Whatever you guys want, you can buy.
I don't think I need anything, really.
You look
want to
over.
get anything?
Grrft has a bag of gold, and he's just...
Oh, man, you really, really like that,
Is that how you're gonna play this? I don't like it, but I can't do anything about it.
Smells good.
Yoln said something about needing fire. Now, I have some alchemist fires here, and my mom sells them. I could make some more, but it would take me a lot of time. So we could just buy some from Mom.
And you remember that you get a 20% discount.
I get a 20% discount, so that'd be good for me.
You should buy all the alchemist fires.
Yeah, I might get more alchemist fires.
What are you talking about?
And then you should get a salesperson's license and sell them all for full price.
I'm on my way. I'm an apprentice alchemist.
I mean, you really want to be a vendor, an NPC vendor. You're gonna make loads of cash.
Just craft things.
It's just not fair.
Yeah, so alchemist fires are normally 20.
Normally 20.
So they'd be 18 with a 10%, 10% discount. So
20%.
20%
So
makes
16.
it 16.
That's correct.
I'm going to buy
16 of them.
2 more of them, which costs 32.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I would have that much gold.
Where is it? Ask her
It
what
says
that is.
it's an alchemist fire. You throw it and it goes...
Whoa! Fire?
Yeah.
Ask her. I can...
Do you take them with you to buy these
Yeah,
from
I'll
Tessaria?
bring you.
So she brings you into her house, and they have a conversation, and Tessaria leads you guys back to like a walk-in pantry and opens the door, and it is filled with these things. There are dozens of them.
Oh. Fire? Fire in a bottle?
Fire in a bottle?
Fire in a bottle.
If these can be helpful to you, then I'm glad that I spent all the time putting these together. I knew this day would come. Hey,
I want some.
be careful out there. I used to be an adventurer. I know the lure to the danger and to the excitement, but it's different watching you do it. So just promise me you'll be careful, okay?
I'll be fine.
Don't go into anything unprepared.
Well, that's why I'm here. Just in case. I'm pretty sure we're going to be totally safe.
Ask her how much.
It's 20 GP. Or she can buy it for 16. The family. This family discount.
I hand her 16 gold.
Okay.
What?
More alchemist fires.
Does he know how to use that?
What's to know?
Tell him that if he drops it, it will explode.
Don't
Yeah.
drop it.
I like begin to like uncork
No,
it.
Don't do that.
No, just probably shouldn't. Just wait until
How do you use it?
you throw it at someone.
It is
Or
just
something.
It is just liquid in there. It's not like fire bottled up. It's a
The bottle
substance
breaks.
that upon oxidization,
Oxidation.
Oxygenization.
oxygenization.
Actually,
Oxygenation.
Oxygen.
Oxidation.
Oxygenation.
I think.
Leave a comment
Oxidation is.
I forgot.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
in the comments below and tell us which word is correct.
If you
We're not
know,
gonna look it up,
if you know the answer, leave a like. If you don't know the answer, leave a like.
Then maybe that multiple words are real words, but one
There
is
it
more
is.
correct for our context.
Oxidization.
Never mind. Andrew figured it out.
Yeah.
ring that bell.
Ring that bell. Bam.
I don't know what the bell is.
It's a subscription notification thing.
The point is, you want to ring it as hard as you can. Ring it like the clock tower.
The bells go off again, 7 a.m. Bong, bong, bong.
The old man. The magic metal machine.
What?
And then you hear this little tiny ringing as Thule walks up. Oh, his little bell ringing.
Hey-oh. Hey-oh, fox. Oh.
He calmly accepts.
Tell her I like her fox.
He likes her fox. I like him too. Hey there, little buddy.
You guys set out on the road again. You
Yeah.
take another 3 hours to come back to that spot there on the map, and there's still a pretty visible trail. It looks like maybe there was a light dusting of snow sometime last night that kind of covers the surface here again, but it's not enough to get rid of those tracks. You think you can pretty easily follow this trail.
Okay, I
As it is right
I
now.
do.
You do.
Yes.
Looks like there were a lot of creatures going all together in one direction, and you guys,
And there was one
Oh, there were
horse.
It looks like there were 3 horses.
Find the One Direction band over there.
With your survival, you can get that counted. It also looks like they were dragging something big on the ground. Something heavy and kind of squared.
Squared.
Yeah. Maybe a big box of some kind. Something like that.
Or a coffin. Or a square stone.
Yeah. Something like that.
Square
Or,
person.
Not big enough to be a coffin, not long enough.
Okay.
A square-shaped wheel
Unlikely,
rolling on the ground.
unlikely to be a person. You guys followed this trail for a little while, and
The mammoth is always eating.
so you can follow this trail even without survival checks, but with good survival, you think that there's a lot of men,
Mm-hmm.
and you think that they were carrying a lot of different things that they kind of sometimes like dropped or they scraped against something. You think probably what you guys found in those carriages and with that cart is probably not everything that there was, and a lot of it has been borne away. And you follow this path as it leads through the woods.
I also am able to predict the weather for 24 hours in advance if I can hit a 15, which I
Okay.
can. I just want to see if it come a storm anytime or
You think that it is going to be normal weather through today.
normal snowy weather. Or-
Just kind of normal
Okay.
with no inclement stuff of any kind. With 24 hours, you think it's going to snow tomorrow.
Okay.
You come to a place where the tracks of whatever has been dragged deviate from the trail of the horses of the men. Some other footprints go with them and lead off. And looking off through the woods, through the snow, you see a wooden chest sitting on the ground some distance away. Seems like footprints go out to it, leave it there, and then carry on into the wood.
Hold on.
Why did they leave the little chest there?
Yon said those Fae would try to trick us. Maybe this is a trap.
But the
What did she say?
You tell me.
yeah.
Nice.
But these are the tracks of people, right? Humans? You think? Human-sized?
Yeah.
Well, they said bandits attacked with Fae, right?
They said that they were flying on insect-like wings.
But they were allied. They were
They
acting
seemed to be
together.
working together, but you don't think you would see their
Ah,
tracks,
yeah,
and you don't.
right.
Well, but the Fae could just tell the guys to go do it. I'll go check it out.
Check it. Tell them to check it for traps.
Make sure to check it for traps. I come with.
All right.
And I've got my 2 cold iron daggers drawn.
2 of you walking up, bringing the mammoth with you, leaving it back.
I'm leaving it with Lumi.
with Lumi and with Dooley. So the 2 of you come up and you can do a perception check, and one of you can aid the other as you are looking together.
I'll
See
try to
if you
assist
can
you.
find any kind of dangers around this spot.
I do.
Nice. 19 perception.
All right. You guys step up through the snow, which has come up to about 4 inches where you are now.
Okay.
And
I am
as-
trying to stay at reach from the. I'm not getting directly next to it. I just want to the 10 feet back, and I'm gonna move up and poke at it.
Okay. So as you get to that distance where you're about 10 feet away from it, and you reach forward to poke at it with your long spear, your foot snags on something underneath the snow, and you hear this snapping sound, and then this. And the both of you look up, and there is a log on a rope swinging down through the trees at you, and is going to make attack rolls against
crap.
both of you. The first one's going to be against Grrft.
This
You
is
got-
how I die.
You got a 20 to hit you.
Yeah, it hits.
Flat-footed.
That's what he says.
Not flat-footed.
Mhm.
Okay. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and piercing damage. It has all these spikes driven into it. And it's going to make an attack against you as well. And it got a 28 to hit you.
Oh God.
And you take 9 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage.
Knocked out.
No, you're just at 0.
Well, okay. Yeah, and
you do go
staggered.
flying.
I go.
So it
down
comes
to
up,
a knee.
it completes its arc, and Claudico is just hanging on to the end of it, and then it pendulums down, eventually to a rest.
Look, this is rough. Okay, this is.
So you flop off.
I run over to you
Oh, not again.
and I make some
The
gestures.
adventuring life is not for me.
Parananarma.
Oh,
And
healing lady.
little lights come out of my hand this time and heal you 5.
Oh, I feel so much better. Oh, I'm just a burden.
Turns out I'm the healer, and then I touch you without not saying any words. And heal you 9. I'm sorry.
good.
I wish I could have
Yes,
reversed those.
they're there.
The log kind of hangs from its rope, kind of creaking back and forth, and the chest is still there in front of you.
There's got to be something really good in that chest.
I hide behind the log and reach over it to poke at the chest.
All right? Pump, pump.
I hook. Maybe can I hook it and pull it? No. Okay. It's a relatively big. Okay.
I'm gonna go hang out with the mammoth for a bit.
It's eating the leaves, the trees.
Mhm.
Can you ask him if he has any healing magic? You seem to cast divine spells, I think. If it's nature magic.
I go over to the chest.
Mm-hmm. Step up in front of it.
Is it how doors?
It's got one closed lid.
Okay. I open the lid and stand back.
It's empty.
Oh.
You don't smell anything.
Crap. And then I walk back to the other.
It's empty. It's a trap.
Oh,
I don't understand why they didn't leave anything in there.
such a simple life, just wandering around and just eating everything you can find.
Hey.
So,
You're like
not
a child.
risky. What?
You're in way over your head. You're like a little kid.
Oh,
You should go
yeah.
home to your parents.
oh, they're so lame though.
No.
Oh, but maybe. Oh. Oh.
Well, nothing to it, but we gotta get going. Let's go. Come on. Come on, mammoth. You want to ride a
Okay.
mammoth?
Yeah, I do.
I'll try to help you.
Okay.
I do.
No.
That's not very
They
good.
got it. It's 8.
You put him on the mammoth's trunk comes and lifts him up, puts him down. You put him back on, the trunk comes, lifts him up, puts him down. This goes on for a while.
I don't think that a couple of times.
I don't think you want to. It's alright.
Oh, I might be
Well, let's just keep going. We
not even good enough for the mammoth anymore.
hey, ask her how much more she can heal.
Hey, can you heal any? You did like some little magic one time.
Yo, no.
Oh, okay. He can't.
Ah, that's too bad. I'm all out of healing for today. Except for myself. I can heal myself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll be alright. We go.
You guys head deeper into the snow, and you reach points where it does become deeper. You're kind of headed down into a valley at this point, and you can see that the fall has been heavier. It's been coming off the trees into deeper patches, a foot deep, in some places 2 feet deep, and you come to this gulch where you can you kind of lose the trail, but you actually are at the point where you feel like you were on an established trail anyway. Like, it's hard to tell at first because of the snow, but just with the spacing of the trees and the consistency of it, you feel like this must be a road, like, you know, an established footpath that runs through here. And it heads through this gulch where it looks like the snow gets really deep and really thick.
I put on my snowshoes,
Yes.
which reduce the penalty of walking through snow by 50%.
So normally entering one of the squares in this area would cost you 4 squares of movement.
Oh my god.
So you're going to reduce that to, it's going to take 2 for you. I'm going to let you round that down. But for the 2 of you, 4 squares of movement to move into a single square of this area.
Oh, wow.
So you guys shuffle through this deep, deep snow.
I mean, that makes sense because how deep is it?
Yeah, how?
It's like just under 3 feet deep.
You just see a little tuft of hair.
Can we try to put him on the mammoth again?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want to take 10 on your animal?
I assist.
Yeah, 14.
That's enough. You can eventually convince the mammoths to tolerate you. And as you're walking through here, I would like you to make perception checks.
I can take 10.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got a 17.
I got a 10.
You guys are walking up, let's say from, it's gonna be from this direction. What you got on this side here is kind of like the wall of the gulch. It's like,
Take his color.
Goes down from here.
you guys are at the bottom of it actually.
Oh, we're at the
It goes-
bottom.
It goes
Oh.
up to here, so this is like a shelf up above you. You guys head up, and what was your highest perception check?
She and
17.
I both got 17.
17. Alright. As you are moving up, none of you see this creature. And it is going to leap through the air at you. Whoa. What you see is this long, kind of lizard-like creature with these frilled spines coming off the back of its face and these big old teeth. This is a medium creature, so it's got some size to it. It's going to make a bite attack against you. You got a 16, and you are not flat-footed, so you have a
doesn't-
full armor class.
Yeah. Well, that is my whole armor class. 16 hits.
Okay. And its jaws latch onto your arm. You take 4 points of piercing damage, and it is going to try to grab onto you. And it got a 15 against your
Succeeds.
combat maneuver defense. So you are grappled by this creature. And I want everybody to roll initiative. All right.
Wow, what an incredible creature!
Lumi, what did you get?
5.
All right.
Distracted by how
Cool it looks.
Grrft,
4.
Claudico,
14.
and the mammoth.
6. No, 7.
What is its dexterity?
2. Mammoth is +2.
What would be 24?
I rolled a 6.
Okay. The mammoth will go before this creature does. But the first off is Claudico. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I want to get off this mammoth. How do I do that? What action is that
So the
to
thing
do?
about that is that the mammoth is here. which is next to Grrft and also next to this creature,
Mm-hmm.
and you are in its space, so you are next to both of them, in case that changes what you want to do. It is normally a move action to dismount. If you can hit a high enough ride check, if you can hit a 20, you can do it as a free action.
Yeah.
What is it that you're hoping you can go do?
I want to get flanking.
Oh.
I want to circle around this guy.
You think that the only way you could possibly do that would be to jump from the back of the mammoth to this rock here, and then move over into a flanking position here.
Don't forget that entering the snow costs like 20 feet of movement.
Grrft currently has a reach weapon out, so you don't
yes.
think that you could give him flanking.
Also, I'm grappled.
Also, he's grappled.
Okay. We haven't said we had drawn weapons or anything. So I
That's
guess
true. You guys are just kind of forging through here.
I'll draw my 2 daggers. Or I'll draw a short sword and a dagger.
Okay. That's going to be the end of your turn, and it is the mammoth's turn. And Grrft, you can act before your turn to direct it to do things. That's fine.
Well,
It's just talking.
what does the mammoth do? You know, like what would I don't
What
know.
does it naturally do?
Unless
Yeah.
you wanted it to specifically do something different. If it sees something attack you, I think it's
Yeah.
going to attack
I think
that
it's just gonna
So you
attack
want?
it.
All right, go for it.
All right.
How does it do this?
The mammoth tries to gore it
All right.
with its tusks. Yeah. Because it has a gore and a slam, but it doesn't have multi-attack.
That doesn't. Multi-attack lowers the penalties for.
Does it do both?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it has both, it does both.
Oh. Okay. I think they're both primary. Well, then here's a gore attempt.
Okay.
12. No. It always. I do typically have it with the strength animal focus on, so a 13.
13 is what you needed because it is grappling Grrft.
Nice. It takes 5 gore damage.
All right.
And then it tries to slam. Higher than a 13.
That hits too.
5 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Bam, bam. Clobbers into this.
As it trumpets in anger.
Mm-hmm. It is distraught. That creature, it is its turn now. It still does have a hold on Grrft. It is going to try to maintain its grapple on you. It has to roll that check again, but it has a bonus on it. It got a 18.
Mhm.
So it holds on to you, and it is going to drag you through the snow
Yeah.
to its movement. Which
Grrrt.
it can only go back 1 space like that. It does provoke from both you and the mammoth as it does so.
I attack with this short sword. I got a 15.
15 hits it.
I do 1 non-lethal damage.
All right. Bop. You bonk it on the head.
I'm glad Jack didn't hear that.
What did the mammoth get on its attack of opportunity?
16 plus more.
That hits.
All right. Let's get that gore. 15.
With
plus
your 1
more.
non-lethal damage, you think you've bloodied this creature.
Significant contribution.
9 damage.
With 9 damage, you hurt it a bunch, but it's still going. And it's gonna start to drag Grrft over. It looks like it's pulling you through the snow toward this tree. It seems to be what it has its eyes set on.
Get off me.
Lumi, it is your turn.
I do a knowledge check.
Knowledge Arcana.
Wow, what is that?
What's that? I got a 22.
In the woods around Taldor, like the Borderwood, you know there are creatures called tatzelworms, which are medium neutral dragons. But this one, its coloration looks like it does here, not like in the pond here, but it is absolutely white. This is some kind of, maybe like an Arctic variant of a tatzelworm. Things that you know about them, they have kind of like a poison breath weapon that they're said to use. They're like really distant relatives of dragons. Their ancestry branched off a long time ago. They're much weaker, they're much more common, but they have the same kind of like immunities that dragons do. They can't be put to sleep by magic, they can't be paralyzed. And you have 3 useful pieces of information about them.
energy interactions.
You don't have any reason to believe that they are immune to or reduce any kind of energy damage.
Okay. Special abilities.
You know that in situations where the snow weren't quite so deep, the way it might have started combat would be to pounce on somebody from stealth, which allows them to charge and do multiple attacks in a single turn. You know, an orc can only bring up its 2 hind claws to rake at somebody doing that. And only this terrain probably is what prevented that from happening here.
I see. Something else interesting.
They are incredibly difficult to see. They have a racial bonus to stealth, usually in vegetation because they're green camouflage and coloration. This one seems to be Arctic. And you know that they are just hunters, and probably what it's trying to do with Grrft is just pull him up into its tree nest to devour him. And probably the rest of you aren't in immediate danger, but Grrft will be if it gets away with him.
Okay. Then I'm gonna trudge through the snow a little bit. And begin casting a spell saying Kule Minua. And then that sound sounds like normal to you, but in his ears it is
And the Tesselworms?
in the Tesselworm's ears it is incredibly loud, and he needs to make a fortitude save.
Okay. I got a 19.
That's going to succeed. However, he'll still take 1 sonic damage.
Okay. It's looking really hurt. That is going to make it Grrft's turn.
Get off of me! I toss the spear and I pull out this new sword. Try to stab it. Also, but before I do that, fur and the tush come out.
Is this with the cold iron longsword or your masterwork?
The masterwork one.
Okay.
Dang it! That's like an 11.
11. This thing does have a scaly hide and you kind of beat against it. You're trying to bring your sharp edge to bear, but you can't quite make it happen as it writhes against you. Anything else from you?
Get off of me! That's it.
Claudico.
Earlier you mentioned something about jumping to a rock.
Yeah. With sufficient acrobatics, would be a standing long jump. You won't have a running start. You could try to get over onto this, and you think you can move normally.
So you'd have to get
on
like
the
a
rock.
20, right? To jump 10 feet.
Really, that would be like 6, because you're just trying to clear a 10-foot space. So you'd have to get a 12 acrobatics to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. Now, if you fail, you're gonna go poof into the snow.
Yeah. But before, we've seen this mammoth be very reluctant to engage in combat, although it did just make a few attacks.
Yeah, it seems upset.
I'm gonna try to jump to this rock. I got a 15.
Nice.
With a 15, you sprightly cut over onto the stone right there.
I'm like, nice. And then I move here, and then I attack this thing.
All right.
With this sword. I got a 20.
Nice.
With a 20, you hit it.
3 damage.
Maximum damage.
That is enough as this thing tries to make this retreat with its prey that you do succeed at laying it low, and it kind of flowers off bloodily into the snow, releasing Grrft. You guys are
Nice. It was making away with you.
He looks like he looks a little bit like that mammoth right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is he like a lycanthrope?
I go over and I pick up the spear.
I don't know.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I'm okay.
And after like a minute, it kind of fades away.
Right, you guys ready to keep going?
What time is it?
Are you hurt at all?
Yeah.
You passed the point where that chest was, and you're now there.
Okay.
So you've gone for another couple hours at this point.
Okay, so it's like midday.
It's midday. Yeah.
Let's keep going.
All right.
Still pretty early.
I go over and I pet the mammoth.
Hey, good job back there. That was good. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it.
Flaps his ears against you.
Whoa. All right.
You guys keep moving forward. You press deeper and deeper into the forest and kind of come up a little bit. Your path starts to wind its way back north, and you are coming up on the crest of a hill, and you start to notice hanging from the trees are these little bundles of black feathers that have been like pinned up against the branches or hung from string by the branches. And when you investigate them closer, some of them are bundles of feathers that have been put together. Some of them are actual dead crows that have been hung or nailed here with like little splinters of wood that have been driven through them.
Interesting. I wonder if it's some
Looks
sort
like,
of ritual. I detect magic on them.
You cast the spell Detect Magic and you don't ping anything. Do a perception check, anybody who's investigating one of these.
I'll go look. 17.
Okay. You look at these little splinters that have been driven through these things. They are tiny little arrows.
Whoa. Look at that real close.
It's a tiny little arrow.
Those
Oh,
must be from the Fae we were told of.
Whoa.
this couldn't possibly hurt too much.
And I guess he was right. There really are
Maybe
little tiny Fae.
we want to don't go any farther for now. I'm not at my full.
Yeah,
I might need to rest a little bit.
if we rested, I could heal us more.
That would be good. I'm at like half health.
Okay.
Ooh.
Might not be a bad idea,
Well,
I
let's
suppose.
not rest here though. This is creepy. Let's maybe go back a ways.
Okay.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
okay. Do you have like a bedroll?
No, I left it back at the place.
You can use mine.
Oh, I mean, I've got my cold weather gear.
That's not good enough.
Let's go back. Can we go back to like where that thing attacked us? Where the
Yeah,
towels were?
sure. I've got like the different locations for you.
How
This is
far
where
away
you just
is-
were. This is what I described for you as you started to head back northwest. So that bottom X, kind of near that pond.
Well, I mean, it's midday.
Yeah, I mean, we could just
I mean, we could just hike back.
we could just go back.
Yeah. All right, let's do that.
All right.
Yeah.
We're not too deep yet.
You guys make your way
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back.
back through that gulch, the side of the ambush. You head back past where that chest is still sitting, lid open, with the log still kind of now turning slowly on its string there.
Maybe we should like cut up this. I don't know. I just pull out my little knife and I start like cutting at the ropes. Try and like
Yeah. You cut the rope and the log falls. You pull your foot back just in time, boom, down onto the ground.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back. We're just people. Not that strong.
Having ventured into the woods today, having found some dangerous creatures, some signs that Lady Argentia was kidnapped and drugged farther into the woods, and maybe signs of these malevolent fae you've heard about, you guys head back to town, and that's where we'll pick up next time.
You poor child.
Oh my god. Oh.
Just walk.
Two on my initiative.
Andrew was just telling me today how concerned he was about his hit points.
Well, I mean, you don't have bad hit
You
points.
got more than me.